Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into a topic that many of you have been asking about: how to tell if you're dating a woman who's just not that into you. You really like someone, but you get the feeling they might be keeping their options open. So how do you know for sure? Instead of playing detective, let's uncover the red flags together. We're going to talk about the signs that you might be her backup option, and trust me, you deserve better than to be on the waiting list for love. So grab your detective hats and let's get started. First up, let's talk about the queen of last-minute plans. You know the type. She only reaches out when she's got a sudden case of the boredom blues. It's like she keeps your number on speed dial for those nights when her other plans fall through. You think you're going to have a nice, quiet evening, maybe catch up on your favorite show, and bam! Her name pops up on your phone. "Hey you, what are you up to?" she texts, as if she hasn't spoken to you in days. And you know what's even funnier? She never actually wants to do anything that requires advanced planning. Forget about romantic weekend getaways or booking concert tickets in advance. Those are reserved for people she actually makes time for. You, my friend, are relegated to spontaneous hangouts that conveniently fit into her ever-changing schedule. Don't settle for being someone's last-minute option. You're worth so much more than that. So, you've been seeing this girl for a little while, and you're starting to think about bringing up the dreaded future word. But every time you try to make plans more than a week out, she gets this faraway look in her eyes, like she's trying to remember if she booked a trip to the moon that weekend. She'll say things like, "Oh, let's just play it by ear," or "I'm really busy these days, I'll have to check my schedule." And then, crickets. It's like she's allergic to commitment, breaking out in hives at the mere mention of making plans more than 24 hours in advance. If she's serious about you, she'll be excited to make time for you, even if it's just grabbing coffee a couple of weeks from now. But if she's constantly dodging your attempts to lock down a date, it might be a sign that she's keeping her options open. And who needs that kind of negativity in their life? Okay, let's talk about a topic that's near and dear to my heart: meeting the friends. Now, I understand that not everyone is comfortable introducing every single person they date to their inner circle. But if you've been seeing someone for a while and you're still a well-kept secret, it's time to raise an eyebrow, or maybe both eyebrows. It's like you're in a witness protection program that only applies to her friends and family. You never get invited to parties, you've never met her roommates, and the only time you see her Instagram is when she accidentally tags you in a group photo. If she's serious about you, she'll want to introduce you to the people who matter most to her. But if she's keeping you hidden away like a dirty little secret, it's time to ask yourself why. Maybe she's not over her ex, or maybe she's just not that into you. Chapter 4: The Cancellation Queen. Have you ever been excited about a date, planned your outfit, cleared your schedule, only to get a text message at the last minute saying, "Oh, I'm so sorry, something came up"? If this sounds familiar, then you might be dealing with the Cancellation Queen. She's the master of the last-minute rain check, always finding a reason, and I mean any reason, to cancel your plans. Her cat needs a bath, her goldfish has the blues, she accidentally double-booked herself with a pottery class. The excuses are endless. Now, I'm all for spontaneity and understanding that life happens. But if she's constantly bailing on you, it's a sign that you're not a priority in her life. It shows a lack of respect for your time and feelings, and frankly, it's just plain rude. Dating is about putting in effort and making each other feel special. Don't waste your energy on someone who treats your time like an optional suggestion. Chapter 5: The Effortless Relationship. Relationships are a two-way street, and it's important to feel like both people are equally invested. But if you're the only one putting in the effort, it can feel like you're pushing a boulder uphill. She never initiates dates. She doesn't ask about your day, and she seems more interested in scrolling through Instagram than having a conversation with you. It's like she's going through the motions of a relationship without actually wanting to be in one. Now, I'm not saying you need to be joined at the hip 24/7, but a little effort goes a long way. If she's not willing to meet you halfway, then it's time to reassess the situation. Relationships should be fun and fulfilling, not one-sided and draining. Chapter 6. The Wandering Eye. Okay, let's talk about a topic that can be a bit touchy: flirting. Now, a little bit of harmless flirting can be fun and playful, but if her wandering eye starts to feel like a wandering hand, it's time to have a conversation. You know the feeling. You're out to dinner and she can't seem to keep her eyes off the waiter. Or you're at a party and she's laughing a little too hard at the jokes of that guy who keeps conveniently finding his way into your conversations. Look, it's normal to find other people attractive, but when you're in a relationship, there's a certain level of respect that comes with it. You should feel like you're the only person in the room when you're with her, not like you're constantly competing for her attention. You deserve someone who looks at you like you're the only slice of pizza left in the box. Chapter 7. We all have busy lives, and it's important to find a balance between our relationships, work, friends, and family. But if you're constantly finding yourself at the bottom of her priority list, it's time to have a serious conversation with yourself, and maybe with her too. She's always got a million things going on, and you're lucky if you get squeezed into a small time slot between her spin class and her brunch date with her girlfriends. It's like you're an afterthought, a backup plan in case her other plans fall through. Now, I'm all for independence and having a life outside of a relationship, but when you're with someone, you make time for them. If she's not willing to do that, then it's a sign that you're not as important to her as you might think. Chapter 8. The Master of Mixed Signals. 1 minute she's texting you hearts and flower emojis, the next minute she's ghosting you for days on end. Welcome to the world of mixed signals, where nothing is certain and everything is open to interpretation. She's a master of sending you on an emotional roller coaster, leaving you confused, frustrated, and wondering if you imagined the whole thing. One day she's all over you. The next day she's acting like she barely knows your name. Now, I'm all for a little bit of mystery, but there's a difference between playing hard to get and just plain playing games. Constant mixed signals are a sign of immaturity and a lack of respect for your feelings. You deserve someone who's clear about their feelings and who communicates openly and honestly. Chapter 9. The Ghost of Boyfriend's Past. We all have a past, and it's important to be understanding of that. But if she's constantly bringing up her ex, it's a sign that she might not be over him. You're trying to have a romantic dinner, and she can't help but mention his name. You're watching a movie and she points out how much he would have loved it. It's like he's a third wheel on your dates, even though he's not physically there. You deserve to be with someone who's fully present and who's ready to move on to a new chapter with you. Chapter 10. The Case of the Missing Spark. You know that feeling when you're talking to someone and you can just tell they're not really listening? It's like their mind is a million miles away and you're just background noise. That's how it feels when you're with someone who's not genuinely interested in you. The conversations feel forced, the laughter feels hollow, and there's just no spark. You can try to ignore it, but deep down you know something's not right. You deserve to be with someone who lights up when they see you, who hangs on your every word, and who makes you feel like you're the most interesting person in the world. Life's too short to be with someone who doesn't make your heart race. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope this video helped you identify some red flags and gave you the confidence to walk away from any situationships that aren't serving you. Remember, you are a shining star, a limited edition, a one-of-a-kind catch. Don't ever settle for being someone's backup plan. You deserve to be someone's first choice, their priority, their everything. So go out there and find someone who treats you the way you deserve to be treated. And when you do, invite me to the wedding. I'll be the one dancing in the aisle. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next video.